Captain Todd navigated the choppy waters off Somalia, unaware of the danger looming. Suddenly, thuds echoed across the deck. Pirates were boarding. Grappling hooks clanged against the hull as armed men climbed aboard. But Todd had a plan and an ace up his sleeve. He had long feared this moment. His trade route crossed perilous waters, and although his ship carried weapons, he wanted to avoid a deadly firefight. With seconds to act, he grabbed the intercom. "All crew to the cafeteria. Pirates are boarding." Then he powered down the ship, letting it drift, just as he'd planned. As the crew gathered below deck, the pirates, led by a man calling himself Captain Jack, spread out. They appeared disorganized but had clearly done this before. They were looking for valuables, particularly items they could quickly sell. What they didn't know was that Todd was watching from the control room, ready to spring a trap. Todd radioed his two most trusted officers. "Lock down the cafeteria. Meet me at the bridge." They moved fast. Meanwhile, Jack's men split into pairs. Two of the newest recruits, Ahmed and Yusuf, nervously crept through the ship with AK-47s in hand. As they approached the cargo hold, a soft clattering noise caught their attention. Inside, glistening smartphones lay in a pile bait. Greed overtook caution. As they filled their pockets, Todd sealed the hold with a slam of steel doors. From the other side, Ahmed muttered, "We're now prisoners in a cage of our own greed." In the mess hall, Todd gathered the crew. "Stay hidden. No heroics." Back in the control room, he jammed all outgoing signals and called the Coast Guard, his voice calm but urgent. "Pirates aboard. 2 captured. The rest still active." He monitored cameras, tracking Captain Jack's movements through the ship. Jack, sensing something was wrong, barked at his remaining crew. "Where the hell are Ahmed and Yusuf?" Their silence raised red flags. Suspicion turned to rage. Jack began shouting into the corridors, threatening retaliation. Todd knew time was running out, and that waiting might escalate the situation. He made a bold choice. Confront Jack directly. Carrying only non-lethal tools, he approached the last known location of the pirates. Rounding a corner, he came face to face with Jack. Guns were raised, but Todd didn't flinch. Jack hesitated, then gestured for his men to follow Todd, guns still trained. Todd led them through the cargo maze, steering them toward a pre-planned trap. In a quiet corner, he presented them with a crate full of jewelry. Greed set in again. 2 pirates rushed forward to loot. That was the cue. With a subtle hand signal, Todd alerted hidden crew members. As the pirates became distracted, Todd lured Jack over a trapdoor and gave the signal. In an instant, Jack fell into the hold below, where crew members subdued him. The others barely had time to react. Todd's team burst from hiding and swiftly overpowered the remaining pirates. It was over in seconds. As calm returned, the distant hum of engines announced the arrival of the Coast Guard. A cutter appeared on the horizon, speeding toward them. Relief swept across the ship. Coast Guard officers boarded and conducted a full debrief. Todd calmly walked them through every detail. The officers listened, impressed with the strategy, the restraint, and above all, the courage. One officer shook Todd's hand firmly. "You didn't just save your ship, you saved lives." Todd looked over at his crew, unharmed, united, and quietly proud. The sea was calm again.